Welcome back, Insufferable Gaming fans. Your old pal SirRosser here. Today, I thought I would start in on something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Dungeons of Dredmor is a roguelike from Gaslamp Games. That means all of the stuff is randomly generated. And in this, you create an adventurer and try to get through the dungeon. Now, it recently has a new expansion, which I have not played at all yet. So there's going to be new stuff that I haven't seen. So, Realm of the Diggle Gods was the first expansion, then SirRosser Kicks All the Asses was the second one, and then of course the Conquest. So I thought what I'd do is I tried to get through a long-term goal of mine in this game. Well, two long-term goals. The first long-term goal is to beat the game on the hardest difficulty setting with permadeath enabled. I almost had it last time, but my power went out and the file got corrupted. And I was on like the next to last level, so that was a real pisser. And another goal is that I want to get the achievement for doing a completely random character generation. So we're going rogue, because losing is fun. Permadeath, Realm of the Diggle Gods expansion. And here are all our classes we have, and there are a ton of them, and at least half of them I've never even tried before. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit random, which could really screw us over or make a decent build. Alright, let's see what we got. We have daggers. We have Berserker Rage. We have Master of Arms, so we can use armor. Promethean Magic is good. Werediggle Curse is a great one. I've used that to a lot of effect. Killer Vegan. Ho-ho. And Tourist. Let's see, I've never used daggers. I don't think I've used Berserker Rage or Master of Arms. I've definitely never used Killer Vegan, and I think this Tourist one is brand spankin' new. So, I guess we'll start, and we will create a new hero here. And I'll keep track of how many times I get wiped out. The Legend. In ages long past, great heroes bound the Dark Lord Dredmor in the depths of the earth that his evil would trouble the land nevermore. Alas, the foul lich Dredmor proved most devious and patient, for he has been loosening his magical bonds, slowly freeing himself to again spread his evil in the world of light. He must be stopped again. Once more, it is time of adventure, of glory. It is the time to learn how to voice act without flubbing your lines. It is time for a hero. Unfortunately, this hero is you. So, here's what we got. The WASD keys move. You can click on stuff to pick it up or attack it or activate it, whatever. Let's see what we have for our starting equipment. Hey, we started with armor, that's good. And a shiv. Ground from a piece of scrap metal, this weapon isn't even classy enough for stick hors d'oeuvres. Okay, and we start with some items here. A leather cuirass, which is not even as good as our other stuff. And we didn't get any crafting skills at all, which worries me. We can pick up drink and food. Drink restores your MP at a higher rate. Food, when you eat it, it refills your hit points at an accelerated rate for as long as it is activated. And each food has a different length of activation. Let's see what we got for skills. We got Dragon's Breath, which is Fireball, basically. Lichtenauer Switcheroo. Pull the old Umkurung on adjacent opponents, switching places with them while sneaking in an extra daggery attack. So that's good. And Werediggle Form, which the skill tree for that really is good for crowd management later on. Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright. We've also got poor impulse control. When you attack, there's a chance that you'll become really angry and increase attack. Thick skin. That's the Dragon's Breath, our Werediggle. What do we got? Green Harvest. green with the blood of vegetables and legumes, funguses, root minerals. Okay, so I guess maybe we do extra damage against plants. There's plenty of those. And we've got Relax and Unwind, which increases, those little symbols mean it increases our health and mana regeneration, which is good. We want to have high stats in both of those by the end of the game. And we'll take a look at more of them when we're ready to level up. For now, I'm going to equip my Werdiggle form. And that has a cooldown of 50 rounds, and every time you move or take an action, that's a round. So, and I'm off to a crackerjack start. We can... Really? Alright. Let's open this chest. We don't have any lockpicks, so we'll try to bash it open, and we broke it. And we'll pull this lever, which did Lord knows what. I need to move kind of slowly because I have a really low trap detection. And you can also attempt to disarm traps. And you basically just want to pick everything up and clear everything out on the level to get as much experience as possible. So, here we have some enemies. I'm going to go ahead and use the Werdiggle form. The Diggle is pretty much the mascot of this game. Oh, I know what's going on here. You've lost your vegan powers because you broke Vegan Edge. You are weakened by the dark energies of meat and or dairy and or honey unless you're a vegan until your body and spirit are properly cleansed. So I think I know what's going on here. With that vegan thing, that means that meat-based monsters will not attack us unless we attack them. But it also means that we're not going to get nearly as much XP, so that's actually going to be a huge problem. And this will wear off in 177 more rounds. That is one of the downsides. Here's a shop. We can, use and sell things. Let's see what we got. Oh, we have a camera. I guess from the tourism skill tree. And a lot of this stuff I'm not going to be able to use. This shopkeeper, if you attack him or steal something, he'll pretty much wind up dead, because he'll summon his goons. I've really got to remember not to attack meat-based monsters. Okay, we've got one sparkling glove. We can equip this in our glove slot. And we've got rusty caltrops all over the place. We can attempt to disarm them for experience. And here's an iron dirk. A quick check between their stats shows that the iron dirk is better. And I am going to need to get some health back, so we'll have to excuse me, eat some non-meat stuff. This is going to be especially hard when we run into a zoo. I really need to get my trap site radius up as well. Ah, here we have an artifact, which you can tell because it has a name. This is Mutkra, the crab-like star, and yes, they are randomly named. We'll just stick that in our ring slot. The character menu, or equipment menu, comes up, of course, when you hit C. I'm going to take these Diggle eggs anyway, because there will be things I can do with these items later. I really need to move a little more slowly. Alright, what do we got? Let's eat a pastry. And when you look at a bookshelf, you get recipes for crafting, which is going to be almost completely useless since I didn't get any crafting skills at all. Oh, I also want to expand my map so that I can actually see it. And we're just going to kind of systematically wind our way through this area, breaking our foot off on a door. Ah, I didn't mean to hit that. He was kind of in the way. So now we've got the fallen vegan stat again. I imagine there's going to be a lot of that going around. Well, as long as we're here, we might as well sell this armor and weapon that I can't use. We just drag it onto him. And he'll give us Zorknids, which is the form of currency. And it's going to be a long time before we have enough to really effectively buy anything. Let's see. Yeah, here's our Zorknid counter. We have 158. And a lot of this stuff is going to cost a lot. Alright, how am I going to get around here? Okay, this guy's just going to go ahead and attack us, so I feel fine about hitting back. And it looks like we're not going to make it too far in this one. Yep, that's a drink. So, he pondered like a tapestry. Well, I'm not ready to give up just yet. We'll do one more start. Hardest difficulty, permadeath. And we'll see if we can get some better random stuff this time. Alright, we got Werediggle again, which is good. We got daggers again. Vampirism, you do not heal naturally, so we have to kill things. Burglary, we can sneak. Archaeology is a good one, because you can re-roll bad items. We got veganism again, awesome. And tourist again, swell. Welp. We have to eat meat to regain our health, but we can't, or we'll get the fallen vegan status on us. This game is being a dick. A real dick. Also, we have less armor. We have a fine linen shirt and a fedora. And less attack powers. Super. This is going to go swell, but I will endeavor to do the best I am able. The hell is that thing? Okay, we have an Amazonian bumblebee person. Well, I've never seen one of those before. I guess it came with the expansion pack. We've got a deciduous wand, Hyperborean potion, stake that I can't use, and traps everywhere. Let's attempt to disarm this. Okay, we got it. It was an automatic, and when we have a really high trap skill, which I believe this is the trap sight and this is the trap affinity, when we have it high enough for the trap, we can actually just pick it up and take it with us and use it ourselves, which will come in handy. Let's just explore every spot we can in order to get the most out of everything. We've got a room full of trap diggles. I'm not even gonna open that up. It would be suicide. And a potion of stealing, which is good for combat. That raises your defense and whatnots. Pull the lever. Pull the strings. Ah, a staff class weapon. We don't have staff skills. That's okay. You get a lot of stuff in this game that you just flat out can't use. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it other than sell it or put it in something that I will pick up later and explain then, called the Horadric Lutefisk Cube. Burnt out wand. Completely useless without wand crafting. Bronze ingot. Completely useless without crafting. A bunch of enemies that I'm not going to be able to get around. Yes, normally I don't take skills when I'm doing a regular... It's B. Arthur. Yeah, you can get special enemies from time to time. Alright, I don't know why this guy is attacking me. He must not count as an animal. Maybe I can fight humanoids or something. I do not know. Yeah, that worked. apparently it is perfectly okay to fight gnomes. That's good to know, because I'll be coming up on a lot of them. Nothing really special here. These guys don't do a lot of damage, so I can pretty much afford to just attack them. They do annoyingly teleport, though. I would like to get that, but it could be forever before I get around that little baddie. So, we got a Danish. We got a simple wooden shield. Let's see, I'm not even sure if I can use a shield properly. Yeah, I can use a shield. I don't get, like, shield bonuses for skills or anything. Also, we've got our quick bar down here that I'll, oh, we started with some tofu as well, which I will, kind of rearrange as we go along. Cracked orbs are good for spellcasting classes. I don't think we have any spellcast. Oh, we got potatoes. Let's go ahead and diggle ourselves and take out some vegetables. Or tubers. Or whatever you want to call them. I want to call them those dead guys. Like I say, just take everything, because if you can't use it, you can sell it or put it in your magic cube thing. We can use mushrooms, though. And we can use softballs. Those are throwing weapons. Naturally. Gems sell for a good sum. Another thing about this game, your inventory fills up quickly. So you do kind of have to get to where you can sell things. Otherwise, I wonder if this vegan class can eat cheese. Ooh, we have a special ring. Let's go ahead and put that on. Excellent. I suppose I could explain the stats as they become relevant, but not all. Here we have the Heraldric Lutefisk Cube. I'm going to pick that up because that is a very important item. What we can do is we can open this up, and we can put any item that we don't want to use in it, and it becomes Lutefisk, which is a sort of Nordic, horribly nasty type of fish-based meal. And we can put anything in it that's not worth selling. I'm going to keep the mushrooms. We don't have any magic, so in a completely uncharacteristic move, I'm gonna sell the beer, and we'll put the meat in it. Later on, if we find some items, we can maximize our... And I'll stick the softballs in it. I never use throwing weapons. Okay. Let's just continue to systematically explore this place. Follow the right-hand wall, as it were. Ah, and here we have the Anvil of Krong. What this does is we can place a piece of equipment on it, and it will either bless or curse it randomly. It could be good to save these for later when we have better stuff, because they're instantly used, but that takes a long time. Alright, Krong is pleased. He gives us something. A +1 to... what's that stat again? Haywire Chance, which affects spells and... well, it affects spells, so huzzah. Ooh, that was close. This was a Robo Bolt trigger, which shoots anything that's a bolt. It shoots from the north face of whatever is up there. So if we go back down, we can disarm this for experience. And if you fail, it goes off, but since this anvil was blocking it, we basically got a free shot. Alright, we got a Porta Still. We can use that to do craft brew. I don't know if those will attack us. It doesn't look like it. And here's a statue of Dredmor. We break those, we get XP. And we got leveled up. So now we get to pick a skill from any of our trees. Now this is going to be the tricky part, because we have to really decide what we want in early game. Let's see, we've got drain corpses of their blood, which probably ain't great for my vegan stigma. 2 attacks, 1 dagger. Chance of an extra attack, that could be really useful. Lucky pick, we get to open doors for free, that's not very useful. It belongs in a museum, we get to send unusable artifacts to a museum to get free experience, and that is hugely useful early game for leveling up faster. I'm probably going to go with that right now because I'm missing so much experience from not being able to kill monsters. We got Diggle Plague. This is a tree you really want to get up because you can eventually get this thing, which lets you burrow through walls, which is almost game-breaking. What else we got? Animal Friend. We can get an animal friend. See the sights. Increases your range of vision. Also very useful. But yeah, I'm going to go with the one where we can trade artifacts for experience. Because, hey, the Helm of Threepwood. The mighty pirate himself. I wonder if that is better than what we have. We'll just do a quick look. It is not. And this also might be an artifact. We can find out. It has a name. Nope, it's not. But that's okay, because we'll be getting plenty. Mystical Graffiti. Study to learn of secret dimensions. I don't know what this is. I've not seen it before. But as soon as we clear out this room, we can just kind of go over and take a look. You find an arcane address. I would write this down. Well, I have this on video in case I need it, so we'll just say, got it. In the future, I might actually find it aluminum. I might find aluminum. I found aluminum. We'll take... You take that. Crummy gnomes. Our were-diggle form has higher stats. Ooh, lively regeneration is good. We'll get mushroom. Disarm a trap. Getting some good potions. The robe of the beige warlock. This gives us some blocking and some damage absorption, no dodge chance. And I believe the other one is counter, yes. This is better because it just has a lot of better stats. So we'll equip that. Now eventually, as we go on, as this goes on, I won't quite feel like I have to explain as many things. Man, it is so hard to remember not to just immediately attack these enemies. You got recipes, which are going to be useless. This guy is not taking much damage. Let's see. Do we have anything we can use? Let's try this Leaked in Hours switcheroo. Yeah, free attack and switch places with him. He is not taking much damage, and we are. There we go. Also, there's lots of bonus damage that enemies and yourself can do, like this acid. There we go. We'll just pick these up for the heck of it. I've never seen these blue glowing ones before. And these guys are blocking, or, well, it's inevitable that we're going to get blocked a time or two before this is over. Oh, no you don't, buddy. You, my friend, are going down. That's how you stomp goo. The Diggle form also reduces such stats like, like your ability to disarm traps. So you'll see that one just hurt me. I don't want to go too bad. We're gonna eat this tofu. Oh. Because of our vampirism, we can't eat food. So we have to kill things to drink blood. This is going to, yeah, limit our chances, I'd say, by quite a bit.
Critical hits.
That's okay, we're getting the vampirism working. Slowly gaining health, even as we lose it. Yeah, this is not a good build for winning. We'll just wear-diggle a bit.
Critical hits.
And move on. So yeah, I've put a lot of hours into this game in the past. I've never recorded it before for whatever reason. Here we've got another anvil. Let's see what we can try to bless this time. Let's go with this ring. We'll build it up. Krong is displeased with us. We've got -2 to our... That's some sort of armor stat. Armor absorption. So now, whenever we're wearing this, our armor absorption is 0. Awesome. And now, since it's cursed, if we send it to the museum for experience points, we will hardly get anything. Well, we got 180, so that's pretty good. You know what? I'm going to grab this because I'm going to need all the healing I can get. We'll try it out. We'll see if I can drain some corpses. If I can find any. Doesn't seem like there are any lying around right now, but we'll have it for later. Yep. You hear the sound of a cash register. That means there's a shop about. That's how you can tell if it's close. Yeesh. What a mess of a build. That's the risk you run when you just go random. Rocks blocking the road. The story of my life, and I stepped right on that. Awesome. The Sonic Wand. Yeah, we could use some of these wands. Let's take out this gnome first. Alright, it's dead, and I can't use many skills in Diggle form. So I can't try out the vampirism. Trials and tribulations, trials and tribulations. That's okay. Hey, a potion of healing, that's really good. We'll be going through a ton of those. Might as well just replace that steak. What else can we replace? We'll replace this potato that I can't eat. A vegan vampire. What cursed luck. I guess we can go over here and pick up this Diggle egg. Just move right around, right along. I stepped on a trap. I find it odd that I haven't found any staircases to the next... Yeah, there's... You go down anytime you want, but you really want to level up on every floor as much as possible, so that... There's a lobster mane fungus. So that when you get to the next level, you have the skills to go about. That guy's in our way. We're just going to have to hit space to advance a turn until he gets out of the way. There we go. And we're back to the very start. Oh, let's move along. We got an evil potato. Let's hit it with the old switcheroo. And it looks like our vampirism... Let's see. Let's try this now. Can we vampirize this corpse? We can. We got health from that. And we found an apple. Let's try to disarm this. We failed, took a lot of damage. There are just enemies freaking everywhere. Let's try this wand. It looks like it wants to choke the life out of one of the meat people. Well, here's one now, and it did just that. And a peasantly pitchfork. We need to go around and cannibalize this dude. There we go. Yep, very risky. I'm going to have to make some inventory room. I will probably a Tesla mine. I'm not going to mess with that because we just have so few hit points. Clockwork grappling bolts would be useful if I had a bow. And still don't know what that does. We got a robe, we got a chest, potion of Midas I find generally to be pretty useless. Hey, a small crossbow, that could come in handy. Now I can equip arrows if I want to take stuff out from a distance. We'll take that. We'll pick that up. We'll open this barbecue to find nothing. Yeah, I just want to clear out the entire room before I try to go through the doors. Because otherwise, you really wind up having a lot of problem remembering where you have and haven't been. Ah, we've got a ring. That one will up our stats. Good. And we got a little black book, which would be great if we had... yeah, our inventory is full. If we had magic. But right now it looks like our inventory is full. We've gone a long time on this one, so I will do some inventory management, and then see you back next time. Until then, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.